Hello, Virgo. Few hours, not days. Um, Not eventually. Hours. And Virgo, uh, of all the signs, knows what it means to sit in the hours before something. Um, the anticipation. Um, the mind already running 17 possible scenarios. Um, the preparing for every version of what might be said so that when it arrives, nothing catches you off guard. Um, and today, I need to ask you uh, to do something different. Um, Stop preparing um, just for this reading, um, just for right now. Um, let what's coming arrive um, without the pre built container. Um, the first thing coming through, and this is the one that stopped me, is the weight of what's about to be said. Um, because very important uh, in this context is not casual important. Um, not, I wanted to mention something important. Um, this is, uh, I have been carrying something significant enough um, that saying it um, out loud um, to you is going to change something um, between you and the person carrying it has been carrying it for longer than a few hours. The few hours is just when they finally decided uh, that the carrying needs to end, that the saying, um, however risky, has become more necessary than the silence. Um, and what I'm sensing about what they're about to say has a very specific quality to it. Um, it's been rehearsed, not in the artificial, scripted way. Um, in the, I've been turning this over. In my mind, um, for long enough that I know what I need to say. Um, and I know why I need to say it. Way. Um, this is not impulsive. This is decided. Um, this reflection invites you to consider, do you already sense what's coming? Not the specific words, the energy of it, um, the specific quality in your interactions with this person recently that suggests something has been building um, toward a point of necessary expression. Because Virgo, however much you prefer data to intuition, picks things up. Um, the shift in tone, um, the conversation that almost went somewhere um, and then didn't, the moment where something passed across their face that they redirected um, before it became speakable. Um, you noticed. You always notice. Um, and what you noticed was probably exactly what this is. The second energy, um, and wait, because this is where it gets significant, is the category of what's coming. Because very important in the context of a love reading, tends to fall into one of three categories. And I'm going to name them because Virgo needs specificity to actually prepare properly. Not the 17 scenarios kind of preparing. The I know what this might be, and I know how I actually feel about it kind. The first category, a feeling declared, something that has been felt for long enough that continuing to not say it has become more costly than saying it. The specific, I need you to know how I feel conversation. The one that changes the dynamic. Regardless of how it's received. Because once it's said, it cannot be unsaid. And they're ready for the unsayable. The second category, decisions shared, something they've concluded about the connection, about where they want it to go, or where they can no longer go with it. A line drawn, or a door opened. Either way, something that arrives with finality. The quality of, I have thought about this, and this is where I am. And the third category, a truth revealed, something they know that you don't yet, something that changes the picture of what's actually been happening, context that was missing, information that reframes everything, the kind of thing that produces a before and after in your understanding of the situation. What I'm sensing in the energy has elements of the first and possibly the third, feeling and truth arriving together. This reflection invites you to consider which category would require the most from you to receive, not the hardest to hear. The one that would require the most genuine response from the most honest version of you. Because Virgo, your instinct when something significant lands is often to process before responding, to ask for time, to go away and think before committing to a reaction. And sometimes that processing instinct reads as distance to the person who just said something vulnerable. So the question is, can you stay present while processing? Can you let them see that what they said is landing even while you're still catching up? Because that presence, visible and warm, is what the moment is going to need. Now, the Virgo specific preparation, because I said earlier, stop preparing. And I meant it in the 17 scenarios sense. But there is a preparation that actually helps, is less than #0 5#. Knowing your own truth before they arrive with theirs. Because whatever they say in a few hours is going to ask something of you. Even if it doesn't feel like a question, even if it arrives as a statement, it's going to ask, where are you in this with me about what I just said? And the answer to that question, known in advance, is what allows you to respond from your center rather than from the overwhelm of the moment. So right now, in the hours before, ask yourself the honest questions. How do I actually feel about this person? Is less than #0, 7#, not what makes sense. Is less than #0, 5#, not what the analysis recommends. Is less than #0, 7#, what I actually feel. Is less than #0#, what do I want? Is less than #0. 5# from this connection is less than #0. 7# going forward is less than #0. 5#. The honest answer is less than #0. 7#. Not the safe one. Is less than #0#. And what am I willing to receive is less than #0. 5# when what's being offered is less than #0. 7# is significant, is less than #0. 5# am I open, is less than #0. 7# actually open, is less than #0. 5#, or still operating is less than #0. 7#. From a level of protective distance is less than #0. 5#, that will keep even the right thing, is less than #0. 7# from fully landing, is less than #0#. Know the answers is less than #0. 5# before they arrive, is less than #0. 7#. So the conversation is less than #0. 5# when it happens is less than #0. 7# is between two people, is less than #0. 5 hash who know themselves is less than hash 0. 7 hash rather than 2 people is less than hash 0. 5 hash navigating in real time is less than hash 0. 7 hash without a map is less than hash han. 0 hash is less than hash 0. 5 hash. The third energy is less than hash 0. 7 hash. And this is the one, is less than hash 0. 5 hash worth. Carrying into the conversation is less than hash 0. 7 hash is openness. Is less than hash open. 0 hash. Not performed openness is less than hash 0. 5 hash. Not the Virgo version. Is less than hash 0. 7 hash where you appear open is less than hash 0. 5 hash. While actually processing is less than hash 0. 7 hash behind a very organized interior wall is less than hash 0. Hash real openness is less than hash 0. 5 hash. The specific is less than hash 0. 7 hash. I am here is less than hash 0. 5 hash. I am actually receiving this is less than hash 0. 7 hash. I am not filing it while you speak is less than hash 0. 5 hash kind is less than hash 0. 7 hash. Because what's coming in a few hours from someone who has been building toward it deserves to land in the real you, not the composed you, not the Virgo has already considered 17 scenarios you, the actual present in this moment, available to be surprised or moved or simply actually hear you. And here's the thing about what's coming that I want you to hold as you go into these few hours. Whatever is said was worth saying. Not because the content is guaranteed to be what you want to hear, but because someone chose truth over comfort, chose saying over staying silent, chose you as the person worth saying the important thing to. And that choice, however the content lands, is worth honoring with your presence, with your honesty, with the real you, showing up for what they're about to offer. This reflection invites you to consider what would it mean for you to be fully present in this conversation, not managing it, not processing it in real time while performing presence, actually in it, letting what's said reach you before you decide what to do with it. Because Virgo, the version of you, uh, that someone is choosing to say something important to is not the analytical version. Um, it's the present one, um, the warm one, the one that makes people feel safe enough to say the significant thing. Um, Show up as that version um, in the conversation, um, not after it, um, during. The power is yours. Um, it always has been. Um, Virgo, in a few hours, um, something significant is going to be said um, by someone um, who has been carrying it long enough that the saying of it um, has become more necessary than the silence. Um, and you, in those few hours, have one job: um, know your truth. Um, Not all 17 versions of it. Um, the actual one. Um, the one that lives uh, underneath the analysis, in the place that knows before the mind has caught up. Um, and then when they arrive with theirs, um, be there, fully actually there. Um, Armor off, analysis paused, just present. And for whatever important thing is about to arrive, um, take what resonates, softly release the rest, trust yourself,